rough Sunday. My Cowboys lost a heartbreaker, 4 seconds left, and missed a 51-yard field goal after having a miraculous comeback. Seemed like we were destined to win, but instead, you might as well just rip my heart out and stomp it with a machete because it just sucks. Okay, so I'm here at Bill's house to watch Bound for Glory, which I don't really have a lot of faith in, and but I'm going to give it a shot. It's TNA's biggest pay-per-view of the year. You would think that they would try to deliver something solid. Right?
Yeah, well, I have a lot of faith in the talent to deliver a good wrestling show, but I don't have a lot of faith in creative to deliver good outcomes that the fans want to see. I think that's the biggest thing, because when, like, during the summertime, before DirecTV and Viacom had their dispute, man, every week Doug was telling me, and others were telling me, man, you got to check out TNA. They're really focusing on simple storylines. A lot of the crap has been cut out, and DirecTV and Viacom had their dispute. The episode I watch debuts Aces and Eights that next week.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah,
and speaking of Aces and Eights, there's no way that I'm going to be happy with this storyline. I have a feeling it's going to be a huge letdown, and all I can say is if I see Eric Bischoff, Garrett Bischoff, or Jeff Jarrett, I am going to be pissed. Like Mike Lowry pissed that freaking Martin Lawrence and Bad Boys dropped the French fry in the car pissed. Yeah. Okay, I will be pissed. I am not going to put up with that garbage. In my opinion, I think it's too obvious that it's Bully Ray. I think they're trying to swerve the fans, but I'm also thinking logically, and a lot of times TNA doesn't think logically. I also think that Chris Parks has definitely got something to do with this. They want to put Abyss's character on there. I would not be surprised to see Abyss be the leader of Aces Eights, and he also reveals himself as Chris Parks.
Yes, and I think that probably makes the most sense because he's been so wrapped up in this whole storyline to begin with, and I think they're looking for a
ton of TV time.
Yeah,
a ton of TV time.
So I don't know. I mean, we'll just have to see. But I have a feeling that I think the Bully Ray is the most legitimate guy in this entire industry, and there's no reason why he would need to be a part of the group. He is a badass all by himself.
Yep.
And I think that's a testament to when we met him, too. Like you said, he's the most legit guy out there.
Very intimidating guy. Like, he looks like you have no problem punching him.
I think, really, we just want to minimize the damage that it does to future TV. Because Aces and Eights, folks, will not be around at the beginning of 2013, I promise.
Nope. It'll be a failed attempt, as always. Austin Aries, Jeff Hardy, I just have a feeling that Jeff Hardy's going to win. I'm a huge supporter of Austin Aries. I kind of feel like it is TNA CM Punk. And I feel like that this guy is the man. There's no reason why I should lose to Jeff Hardy, but you see TNA running with the story of Jeff Hardy's comeback, and this will be like the final nail in the coffin of his comeback, the happy ending, yada yada. And also, a little insider's hint, when you watch TV, usually the guy that gets the last laugh on TV loses at the pay-per-view. Austin Aries got the last laugh on TV. Not always, but about 90% of the time, that's what happens. So I expect Jeff Hardy to win, and which will piss me off.
Yeah, exactly. Well, to me, Austin Aries is the most legit guy that they have. I think he's the best all-around performer that they have. And I think he's the best, one of the best promo guys that they have, too. And I think it's a testament to what happened last Thursday on Impact because of the promo that he cut. I mean, he was speaking from the heart about how he felt, and you could tell in his promo. So I think he's definitely an all-around, good package to have as your world champion. But who are they going to stick him with? If they don't have Jeff Hardy, they're probably going to stick him with somebody else. So, and wow,
pay-per-view's about to start, so we've got to go.
Yeah.
We'll check it out.
Hey, before it starts,
yeah.
Bobby Roode, James Storm, street fight.
I expect it to be a good match. King Mo has no business being in there. You don't need a special enforcer. Enjoy the show. I know I'm not going to. I know I'm going to be pissed, and I'll see you in a few.
Bound for Glory is officially in the books, and Jeff Hardy is our new World Heavyweight Champion, which is pretty much what we expected.
I predicted it.
Overall, it was a good match. I mean,
yes.
Obviously we knew that they were probably going to go with Jeff Hardy. It was his year-long journey, the culmination of that. So, Austin Aries shine, man. He's, great job with Jeff Hardy, making Jeff Hardy look like $1 million, suicide dives. I mean, just everything he did, that flipping power bomb-like maneuver in the face first, which is unbelievable. My favorite match tonight, personally, was probably Bobby Roode, James Storm, or the tag match, either or, but definitely Bobby Roode, James Storm was amazing.
Yeah, and I mean, King Mo really enforced himself in that match. What was the point in that?
There's no rules to enforce, and that's what we were going to talk about before.
Yeah, before we got rudely interrupted. Okay, but anyway, no. In a street fight, why would you need a special enforcer? You already have a referee, and then you need a special enforcer. So when they brought out thumbtacks, was it getting out of hand to him need to jump in there? I mean, the only time it happened is when he messed with the referee, so Mo had to get in there and like mean mug him.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, they just did some sick things in that match. And I did not expect them to really use thumbtacks. Thumbtacks hadn't been used in a while, so.
Especially Robert Roode taking 2 bumps on them, and they were in his head, his ass, his back. I mean, he got brutalized in that match. Yeah. And Storm was crimson mask, blood everywhere. So yeah.
Tag match was awesome.
Tag match was awesome. Very fast paced. Yeah. New tag team champions, whatever. I think that it's good that they actually are going to use them as a tag team. You know, it's not like, because NJ and Angle, let's be honest, that's not going to be a tag team. No, they're singles competitors. So, yeah, it's all right. Honestly, I thought TNA put on a pretty dang good show. I was pretty impressed. There wasn't a lot of bad matches. Of course, the worst segment comes from a women's match. You know, that's basically what happens. They hurt a pay-per-view card. There's no reason why someone like Tara and Miss Tessmacher, or whatever she is now, Brooke something or other, there's no reason why they should be taking away pay-per-view time from a much more talented male performer, and that's the bottom line.
Hey Doug, ring the bell. Oh wait, it already rung.
Yeah, did you see that referee like, woo? And then the special guest referee bell ringer thing, she already hit it. So, yeah, so
Star Power.
That was terrible. And then the aces and eights thing, okay, you got us, but what? I mean, I don't know, you know, and when I saw Hulk Hogan do an interview, I read this, and he was like, you know, the thing that bothers me the most is losing Devon Dudley, because that guy is just taking it to another level, as always, he says that crap. And he's like, yeah, that guy really has it. And I was thinking to myself, are you freaking kidding me? And now they've given him this monster push. And I mean, I think there will be some entertaining promos between him and Bully Ray, and I think Devon will actually show that he is more talented than you think, but I mean, this has been like 3-4 months build for Devon Dudley.
I guess we can't complain though, because realistically, it could have been a hell of a lot.
It wasn't Eric Bischoff.
Could have been a lot worse.
It wasn't Jeff Jarrett. It wasn't Bischoff's kid. It wasn't whatever. You know, but it's nothing amazing. And that aces and eights gimmick's not going to last very long. It will fail. I mean, the crowd wasn't into it once they saw who it was. They were dead quiet. The crowd was chanting, "This is awkward," because it was. It just wasn't that great.
Yeah, and I think it'll be interesting to see what Devon can do with it now. I mean, they've really given him an opportunity. So
I mean, you know, the Bully got his opportunity. He took the ball and ran with it. Let's see what Devon can do. Like I said, it could be worse. So I'm not terribly upset about it, but I'm not overly enthusiastic.
Will I be tuning into Impact to see what happens? Probably not. I'll DVR it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'll be watching it live or anything.
I don't understand taking the belt off Austin Aries. I understand that Jeff Hardy is the John Cena of TNA. He is the women and children's favorite wrestler, and I get that. But Austin Aries is the closest thing you have to a CM Punk type character. And Austin Aries is a supremely better performer. It's not even close. I just don't. And he was also gaining momentum. The crowd was behind him.
Yeah.
I don't see the point in taking the belt off Austin Aries. And how long are we going to have to see Jeff Hardy Austin Aries feud? I don't know. I don't know all what's going to happen. The thing is wide open. You could go from James Storm Jeff Hardy feud now because James Storm beat Robert Roode. Who knows?
Yeah.
But overall, solid show. Rob Van Dam and his guy, Zima Ion, and Samoa Joe and Magnus, they both had solid matches too. So
that's right.
There really wasn't a bad match on the card, you know, maybe the women's match. But other than that, I mean, it was a pretty solid show. Can't complain. TNA put up a solid effort.
Yeah. And we'll talk about other wrestling companies and what's going on in ROH and WWE at another time. But it's just good to be back, and appreciate you guys sticking with us.
We're gonna either do maybe webcam chat recordings or maybe like audio recordings or something. The main thing is just trying to get content while we try to figure this whole thing out. We know that you guys want to hear our thoughts and our opinions. I appreciate all my followers on Twitter. And if you have any questions asked, you have to ask me on Twitter, because that's what I always use. Twitter is amazing. If you don't have a Twitter account, I don't know what you're missing. You're missing out on so much. You're missing out on late breaking news. You will find out stuff before any website reports it. Twitter is unbelievable. So
that pretty much wraps it up for me.
Pretty much wraps it up for Bill, and he's going to bed, and I'm going to worry about my Cowboys for the whole week, and hopefully we beat Carolina, and hopefully the Giants start to look terrible, because we need to win the division. Anyways, y'all have a great night, and we'll be seeing you soon.